Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the, I'm not sure what part of video of this is going to be, but this is the flight wall construction video. I was going to do this all as one video, show everything, but it's going to be like 45 minutes long and I don't want to bore you with that. I'm going to break these up into sections. Like I said, I don't know what section this is. This might be section 2, it might be section 1, it could be section 3. The video title, of course, will give that all away. But yeah, I want to break this up just so if you're trying to do one of these yourself, you can just watch the pertinent video. But anyways, up here in the workshop today, I've got one of the matrix set up here. I've got it connected on the current measurement of my fluke meter. Down here, got a little LED board to control it, just to turn them on and off so we can play with this. And on the floor down there, I've got my test power supply that I've got. That is just a 5 volt, 5 amp power supply. Now it is current limiting at 5 volts, so I don't need to worry about blowing it up, or sorry, at 5 amps. But I'm going to tell you, you wait till I turn this thing on, because these panels, they're 256 LEDs. Each LED is 0.3 of a watt. And if you do the math at 5 volts, that's almost 20 amps that can run through this panel. Now, I would hate to put 20 amps through this panel because I have a feeling it would become a ball of melted plastic in LEDs real quick. Because look at the wiring. Like, these wires are only 22, maybe 24 gauge. You try and put 20 amps through that wire. I mean, it'll hold it for a little while. But the actual circuitry traces in these, they're so thin, I could not imagine how this would carry 20 amps. It would just be, I think this thing would just melt and poof into a little ball of smoke. That would be the end of it. So what I've done in the WLED app, and I'll pull it up here and I'll show you the one I'm using right here. I have set a current limit in the app of 2500 milliamps, so 2.5 amps, which is half I'm rated in my power supply, and slightly just more than 1/10 the amount of maximum current this thing can draw. And you wouldn't believe the brightness, how bright these lights are. Let me flip this thing on here and I'll show you. So right there, so we're drawing 1.5 amps currently out of it, and look at how bright that is. That's just craziness. Now I can turn it up full. That takes it up a little more. Our current moved a little bit, but it's still, and maybe it's just how I've got this configured, it's still only drawing 1.5 amps. And that's just crazy, crazy bright. Now I don't know if we can get it to pull more stuff if we do some effects and make it do different colors and changes it. But you can see when we're running multiple lights there, the current is up and down depending on what's going on with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to solid on the app. And let's start trying some of these diffusers I made. So I've made 3 different diffusers, and I'm going to tell you right now, the one, I only made the one of this one. This is 2 millimeters, or sorry, 2 layer on the front with a white grid. And actually I have that backwards. That's a 4 layer on the front with the white grid. This is the 2 mil with the white grid on the back. And this is a 4 layer with a black grid on the back. And I've already tested this a little bit with the 2 layer, and I don't know how well you can see that. It is very thin. Yeah, we're not using that, and I'll show you why in a second. That is just way too thin. But I'm going to throw these other 2 on here and show you which diffuser I think I'm going to use, and then I'm going to show you the frame and stuff I'm working on to tie it all in and make this thing look nicer. And if you follow the instructions, which right here came with it, those 2 red lines up there they show, those are actually 2x4s or chunks of 2x4 or something they've ripped down to hang this on the wall. They engineered it excellent. The aesthetics need a little work. So this is what I'm working on, is the aesthetic side, and I will make everything I've got here. They're actually files I found on Thingiverse, and I'm just reworking them. I will post all of that on Thingiverse once I'm done, with of course credit going to the original author of the file. So let's throw some stuff into here and see what we got. So this is our, let's start with our 2 layer. So that's our 2 layer diffuser, and we'll just set it down over top. And as you can see all the LEDs in behind that. And that's what I want to get away from, is being able to see the LEDs. So that's why the 2 layer we're not going to use. So I'm going to put, this is the 4 layer black. We'll drop it into place. And you can see that you don't see the LEDs. That looks much nicer now, but I think the black grid is going to interfere with the text and stuff on the sign too much. So that's why I reprinted this, and this just came off the printer here a few minutes ago. That's the white grid. You still see the grid, but I have a feeling once we, let me stand up here and pull away from it. See, the grid kind of disappears, where if we go back to the black one, you still, well, I guess it's not quite there as much till we get into it a little more, but you still kind of see, and see what happens when you get close to it. All of a sudden, the grid just appears, and the camera doesn't show it, but if I'm standing up here now at my regular height above the table, I can really see the black grid. We go back to the white grid, and the white grid is almost unrecognizable. It's there as a slight shadow, but it's really not that bad. And I think once we take this, get this mounted up on a wall from a distance, you won't see that white grid at all. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this section of the FlightAware build video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.